Grand rising and shining radiant souls. So today's daily reading is from the Mary Magdalene Oracle by Megan Watterson. And today's reading is Christ. Love knows only mercy. It is crucial for us to remember that Christ was crucified by the Roman Empire. He wanted to turn the unjust power structures of the empire on their head, making the first last and the last first. Christ wanted to free us from the misunderstanding that any one of us had the right to put ourselves above or below another. Christ wanted to free us from the illusion that external forms of power, like wealth and authority, could ever come close to the ultimate power of love that exists within us. It's crucial for us to remember that Christ wasn't Christian. Christianity came hundreds of years later, after Christ. Christ himself embodied a spiritual practice called kenosis, or kenosis, which is Greek for self-emptying love. When we practice loving someone, even a stranger, a perceived enemy, by emptying out all egoic ideas about them, we free ourselves and them. We put mercy into practice. Mercy is what love looks like in action. In Mary's Gospel, Peter asked Christ, "What is the sin of the world?" And Christ replies, "There is no such thing as sin." Christ here is saying that we are not innately sinful. Sin does not exist as an ultimate truth. Sin, according to the Gospel of Mary, is when we mistake the ego for our true self, when we are unable to sense the presence of the soul in the midst of one of the powers of the ego. We then act from that forgetful state. Christ, in Mary's Gospel, wants us to remember that being a being means being an ego, with all the humanity that demands, and that being human also means being a soul. Mary's Gospel relates that Christ was the anthropos, the true human being. And this is what he revealed to her, we are meant to become also. The true human being has united the ego to the true self, the soul. Even in the midst of the worst of what can unfold in our lives, we have the capacity to return to the limitless love we are also. How can we do this? We have mercy on ourselves. We have mercy on each other. We let love reach where it has never been before. And the soul voice meditation question is, what mercy can I have for myself or someone else in this moment? Really powerful, in my opinion. It gives so much about what Christ was all about. I feel we have been conditioned that anytime we hear Christ or Christianity, that the two are one and the same. And they are kind of, but Christ was here way before Christianity was. And Christianity was created by a patriarchal society. So just keep that in mind. That's not saying that we can't have our religions and study the things or be the things we are, but Christ really stood for being love. That's my opinion, but there's a lot in that message, so ponder. And also know that I am always sending you peace, love, and soul. Thanks so much for joining.